Okay, Nutty J or Sexy J? Which one do you prefer? I really want to know in the comments, which one do you prefer? Tell me, okay? But I think I like both. I mean, when I'm nerdy, it's the brain, and when I'm sexy, it's the body. Isn't that awesome? The awesomeness of the divine feminine, right? Anyway, that's not what I'm here today. Welcome back to my channel. This is Joy, and today I wanted to answer a question from inside of my email community. And by the way, if you're not on my email list, I don't know, you need to get on my email list, because I believe I share a lot of juicy details on that email list. And also you get to ask me any question by replying to any of my mail, and I get to make a video just for you to settle the score with that question. How awesome is that? So this is a question from Emmanuel. Shout out to you. This is specifically for you, and I hope that this really does give you all the insight that you need, and it makes a lot of sense to you. So, oh, good evening, ma'am. I really love your content. You're such an inspiration to people who have no sexual confidence. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. Okay, get serious, Jay. But please permit me to ask. You don't have to have permission to ask, okay? Just go ahead and ask me. I am always replying to my mails and definitely ready to answer any questions. As a guy or lady, is there any such thing as over-masturbating? So that's the question. Is there any such thing as over-masturbating? Okay, so I'm going to start with something as simple as, if you ever have to ask, if you ever have to worry, if you ever have to think that, am I over-masturbating? You're probably over-masturbating, boo. You probably are already over-masturbating, okay? But it's not that quite simple, because for a lot of people, they do not even know exactly how to, manage that line between masturbating and masturbating too much. And if you know me, you know I am the queen of masturbation. I mean, my entire erotic films are mostly solo content of me self-pleasuring myself. And today, after this video, I am already sexily getting ready to play with myself and pleasure myself. You see? So it's absolutely fantastic. I definitely advocate for you to self-pleasure yourself through masturbation. I mean, how else are you going to learn about this beautiful body that you have and how to please it, or how to even teach your partner to please it, if you were not, rolling the juice yourself? Right? But there can be a thin line, that we can easily cross when we are self-pleasuring ourselves, and it's important to know if we are actually crossing that line already, and then recourse ourselves to balance, and in a way that just make sure that we are experiencing the benefits of masturbation. Because for one, masturbation, like I said before, is one big way for us to learn about our bodies, whether you are a man or you're a woman. But it's just that out there right now, I feel like we preach a lot about masturbation for women to learn about their bodies, and we don't really say that much for men. For men and women, it's a beautiful opportunity for you to learn about your body and learn about what you desire, what you want, how you like to be touched, how you do not like to be touched as well. So get on the masturbation to learn, but do it mindfully and intentionally. Also, masturbation can also help to increase the play between couples. I've learned most times when I'm tired and I don't want to go, I invite in just ask my partner to let's mutual masturbate, and both of us just stay there while I probably just touch my body, touch my clitoris, or just play with my body a little bit, and while my partner do the same thing. So that gives me ample time to rest, take a break, and to also watching my partner pleasure himself that much really does turn me on, and it makes me feel so giddy and want to go again. So that definitely is one bonus and benefit of masturbating. And also another thing about masturbation which is so good is the fact that for men who don't really have even women who don't have sexual partners, women are supposed to orgasm at least every day, once a day, right? So that you are allowing yourself to release pent-up energy. Oftentimes that masturbating doesn't have to do with toys. Sometimes you can do that through yoga. Some people even have food orgasms, right? Just allowing yourself to frequently release that built up dormant energy from your sexual energy center. It's good. If you see women who masturbate frequently, they are happier, they're more joyful, they're more radiant, they feel better than women who don't, because in that space you can store a lot of shitty energy if you're not constantly releasing it, okay? And also for men as well, you gotta use that shit. Your penis has to be up to par, and if you are not using it constantly, science has even shown that you can really hurt that penis if it's not frequently used. So masturbation allows you to do that. But because this video is really about knowing when masturbation is too much, I'm going to stop that benefit there. Maybe another video we can talk about everything masturbation, the benefits, how to, the best way to, and all that. But today I would just focus on sharing with you 3 important things to note if you are masturbating too much, to tell you if you're masturbating too much. So 3 important things that will tell you if your masturbation practice is becoming too much than it should be. So first thing is for a man, because I want to believe that Emmanuel is a guy because of your name. So I want to believe that you're a man. If it was Emanuela, I would have said, okay, focused on women. But so today I'm going to focus on men. I don't want this video to be too long as well. So number one thing, if you're a guy and you're wondering, am I masturbating too much? One way to know that is check your timing. If you have a fixed timing now to all your masturbation practices, check your timing out. When you begin to masturbate in a certain way, this is like, men are really prone to this a lot. Masturbating in a certain way all the time because you feel like there's nothing else to do except to just stroke your cock. And so, language, Jay, penis, your penis. You feel like there's nothing else to do except to just stroke your penis, and so you're stroking your penis the same way over and over again. What you will start realizing is that your body begins to get used to that time frame. If you're a man who is steadily doing it in just one way, you cannot go past 10 minutes, except you've learned how to edge yourself perfectly. But if you're not doing that, you're probably stuck between that 10 minutes to 15 minutes time frame. And what happens is that your body begins to get used to that time frame. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Every single of your masturbation practice does not exceed that timing. If you are realizing that that's happening to you, my love, you are probably masturbating too much. The second thing is you no longer feel sensitive around the opposite sex. So for men who are masturbating too much, if you're realizing that when you are with the opposite sex, you can no longer feel into this person's sexual energy when they're with you. Like as a man, when a woman is with you and she's really wanting to, have sex with you, you can feel that shift in the energy because she's a feminine energy and her energy is magnetizing. You can feel that pull within your energy that this person is hot for me. So if you're not that sensitive to a woman's energy sexually when you're around her, you're probably masturbating too much. Another thing is maybe you're even ready to do whatever it is, but you were not feeling like it in that moment. You're not catching that vibe, and you're having to worry so much about your performance. You're getting to feel like you need to just touch your cock first before you can get hard. My love, you're masturbating too much already. So another third thing which is very important also is your penis will no longer feel so sensitive to the touch as it used to be. So if you're realizing that your penis is no longer feeling as sensitive as it used to be when you touch your penis now, beloved, you are probably already masturbating too much and we need to take a recourse, okay? Like I said, there's nothing wrong in masturbating, but when you masturbate too much, it can really, affect the quality of your life experiences in the sense that You can become addicted. You can become this person who is confused mentally a lot because you're wasting a lot of your sexual energy. You know, our sexual energy is our life force energy. And you can also become very prone to not really enjoying sex anymore. Even the masturbation, you might at some point not start to enjoy it anymore because it's become so monotonous. It's become a routine, something that your body has found to be very like normal wake up every day kind of thing, you know. And so how can you begin to, if you feel like any of this resonates with you and you are wondering, how can I begin to recourse myself back to where I can begin to enjoy masturbation again? I'm going to say one thing that you can do is to cut down on masturbating to porn. Men who experience this masturbating too much syndrome usually are men who masturbate to porn a lot. I don't have anything against porn. I mean, I shoot erotic films, and I would also imagine that a lot of men literally orgasm and masturbate and come to my pictures or my shit. Right? But as I always would advocate and say, be mindful when you do this thing, because if you're constantly masturbating to porn, you're probably doing one of these two things. When you pick one porn and you watch it, you skip and you keep skipping to the most interesting part, and every time you do that, you break the circle of intensity in your body, you break the circle of enjoyment that your body is already building up. You break all of that by scrolling through tons of porn content just to find that one that gives you that high intensity to make you come. You are not going to find it. You are not going to find it. The only place that you can find it is inside of your imagination, which is why I always recommend to people and my clients when they come to me, if we want to break these habits, you have to cut off porn for a long time. It doesn't mean you won't come back to porn, but it's usually recommended that for at least 30 days you stay away from porn and instead masturbate to your own imagination. Come on, you have a lot of sexual fantasies inside here. It's a hoo-hoo here when it comes to sexual fantasies and, you know, all the many things you would love to try. Think about that while you're masturbating. Instead of constantly watching Jay pleasing herself, how about you imagine Jay in front of you right now and just telling you what to do and maybe spanking you or or maybe giving you some water sports. And then imagine that happening and masturbate to that instead. That is going to actually help you increase. It's going to help you solve the first one, which is having a fixed timing, because your imagination is so expansive and it will give you more time to go through all of that beautiful state of intention to interest to arousal to the, you know, plateau to climax, refractory, coming back again. You have all of that embedded inside here and you can follow that flow, right? So for so many men also who watch porn, the second thing that they constantly are doing is that they are probably fixated on one particular category of porn all the time. And because of that, you're limiting the beauty of your erotic energy and its manifestation through your body. So coming back again to your imagination, you have plethora of them. Today, pick one imagination, one fantasy, and focus on that and let your body feel that and catch the fire of that and have orgasm to that. Then the next time you're going to masturbate, try some other fantasy. And that way you are really building a web of imaginary pornography inside of you. It's more natural to your body. It's more like it can synchronize and align better with your body. And that way you can slowly begin to extend the timing of your masturbation practice, and your body begins to have this wild variety of timing. Because today, the fantasy you have today could be just about 10 minutes. Tomorrow, it could be 30 minutes, right? So that's one. The second thing is you want to start hanging out more with the opposite sex. So we're talking about men today. Start hanging out more with women, you know? Whenever you feel the urge to masturbate, and you feel like maybe I can do it with my own imagination, call your friend instead, your female friend. Have a meaningful conversation with her. I've had so many friends. I have a lot of friends, and I've had clients who the only thing they do is just call me on the phone, and we have beautiful conversations, and that actually drives them to having intense orgasms. Most times we don't even talk about sex. We just talk about life experiences, and the fact that they can hear my voice and they're talking to a real human, their body is connecting and they feel really good in that moment. The body naturally opens up, and when they're touching themselves to, oh my God, this girl is so brainy. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh my God, we're having this sweet, beautiful, intimate conversations. It's beautiful. Honestly, you should try that more. You should, and so just have those conversations. If you feel like you don't want to talk over the phone, invite her out. You guys go out, hang out and talk, and have dinner, have lunch, just do something. Go play games together, or maybe come in, invite her to your house, do some Netflix and chills. And that word, those two words have very negative connotation in the Nigerian community. But okay, don't Netflix and chills, okay? Just come and watch film. Invite her to come and watch movie, or take her to the cinema, then come back. Just do something with the opposite sex. Just hang out with the opposite sex rather than being all by yourself. You are introverted. I know I am fucking introverted too. But I still like to take time to connect with people, okay? Push yourself to connect with other people. Opposite sex, if you're a man and you feel like you're masturbating too much. Then the third thing that I would recommend is edging. If you've ever heard of edging, if you've not, I'll probably make a video about edging later. And if you go, I have a ton of edging videos and content on my many vids, but I'm trying to bring more of that into my personal website now. So edging is basically you stopping and starting yourself, stopping and starting your erotic engine over and over and over again. Sometimes I hedge myself for, like, there was a time I posted on my Instagram that my masturbation practices can take up to 4 hours sometimes. My old Instagram account before it got deleted. By the way, I have a new Instagram account, and it's just going to be all my lovely baby girl pictures, my erotic lifestyle pictures, and my spiritual pictures where I'm out in nature and just playing with people and being my joyful, vibrant self. I'm not doing anything that is teaching related, just my beautiful quotes that probably I would leave there to live after me, and all those beautiful experiences. I cook a lot now and I share that in my stories as well. So my dates as well, when I go out on dates with all these beautiful, generous gentlemen in my life right now, I share them all on my Instagram stories. So if you ever feel bored, I hope you come check it out and have some fun on there with me. Okay, so I posted that on my Instagram, and people were like, 4 fucking hours, Jay, what are you doing for 4 hours? What are you doing? Well, I hedge. That's what I do. I hedge myself. Like, I literally can do 30 minutes in between. So if I play with myself, or if you've seen my video, you know that I can be very super intense when it comes to sex. And so when I do 30 minutes of that intense pulling and tugging and pushing and nimbling my body, I take a break. I probably go do something as like dance or eat or just cook or do something else, or maybe watch a movie while I'm still touching myself a little bit. Then I come back again to do another intense 30 minutes, and I take a break and I come back again. So that's how I do when I want to do that long hour of masturbation. But most times it's just 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, depending on my mood that day, or depending on if I'm just, I can't sleep and I just want to feel like I need to just sleep. And I masturbate. Those are the shorter days, right? But I allow myself to take that long hour to invest in my pleasure and in myself. So you want to learn how to edge yourself, stop and start yourself, rather than go all the way until you come. Don't do that. That's even not healthy when you're masturbating. I don't think that's healthy. I'm going to recourse. I don't think that's healthy, because coming from someone who's also masturbated too much in the past, I don't think it's healthy, so just hedge yourself. If you don't know how to hedge yourself, it pays to actually get Most men that actually book me just get my dominatrix experiences just for the same purpose of learning to edge themselves. It's like a training, you know. Think about getting a coach for your relationship, or getting a coach for your sex life. This is not coaching, this is guidance for your sex life, to guide you on how to edge yourself so that you can have more intense orgasm, more pleasurable masturbation practices, and have so much fun doing that. Okay, so that's the third thing basically that I wanted to share. And I really hope that this video today has helped you to at least see if you're masturbating too much, and then see other ways that you can recourse that to give yourself more room. If like I said, I have a lot of stuff that I share in my private email list, and that's where you can get to ask me whatever question that you want to ask me. I'm going to be doing that here now. You know, whatever question I get, I'll come make a video for it. I like to talk. As much as I love to write, you know, guys, when I talk, I feel like I am able to cover it deeply, you know, at least to an extent. But when I write, I can share valuable insights. But when I speak about it, it doesn't feel so fast, you know. And writing doesn't feel fast, but I just mean that I don't have to put a mark on it, because with writing, I feel like people don't really read so much, and with so many things going on, it's easy for somebody to be distracted while reading, you know. But with video, you can just drop your phone somewhere, go ahead and do whatever you want to do throughout your day, and still listen to my voice, you know. So yeah, I would make the video for the questions and I drop them on my YouTube. I would really love to know if you've ever experienced or anything with masturbation. How did you, like, what other tips do you have that you could share that could help anyone that is potentially going through that and want to get out to really begin to master their masturbation practices? And do not forget, I really want to know, Nerdy J or Sexy J in the comments. I'm shooting a film really soon, and I'm really starting to get my costume together. I'm stuck in between. I want to go a nerdy route so that you can even, you know, think about or imagine you fucking your secretary or personal assistant, or maybe your divorce lawyer. Okay, Jay, that's enough goofiness and fluffiness today. All right, guys, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video. Have a beautiful Friday. Yeah, I shot this on a Friday.